cheers you all as we race one hand. On that track, racer rig and Fanatec wheel that holds him in does not make him quake. Late night, pixel sun, every stream a hilarious run. Just one more, then it's done, but we're still here in the saddle. Mike goes racing, we go too. Click that subscribe, you'll miss your cue. Come for the banter, stay for the fun. Drop in once, you'll never leave. Mike goes racing, lights all green. You two catch the in-between. Pit crew bigger every lap. Say hi, you're on the track. Hey! Jokes in the sidebar, somehow you're already bored. From a high to a horse, to a long with a wrench and a story. New sub, big cheer, and a super jet that comes to spin out. We all cheer, then laugh, 'cause it's part of the glory. Mike goes racing and we go too. Click that subscribe, you'll miss your cue. Come for the banter, stay for the fun. Drop in once, you'll never leave. Mike goes racing, lights all green. You two punch the in-between. Pit crew bigger every lap. Say hi, you're on the track. Oh yeah. Tiny as a streamer that stole your heart. Come for banter. You're in the pit crew, part of the plan. Mike goes racing, feel that rush. Spam those emotes, flood that chat. Came for chaos, here you stand. Come for banter.
First started on Twitch, I almost had stream streaks. It was being tested by some streamers. I don't know, I just got it. So yeah, I don't know why it's...
Stream is about to start. Lights in the rig, chest play quick, make jumping on the grid. Alright, send it. Foot on the pedal and grin in the can. You came for a scroll, now you're part of the plan. He's got a Pepsi Max on the dash to cheers you all as we race one hand. On that track, racer rig and Fanatec.
Well, I guess we're just going to start. I'm going to actually hide this because I don't need it. I don't know why it keeps popping up. But I guess I know that works. That works. But I did see what you mean, Flux. Thanks very much, legend. But yeah, getting 10 likes before we even get into the stream is always a crazy experience. Where is it? This one. I want this one. I want this one. Let's turn this. I also need to sort my desk out because it's a bloody mess. Yeah, I do apologize about the lateness. I was sorting the little one out, but I was also trying. Yeah, I think it's the inputs I have for Stream Elements for that. So I was playing around with Stream Elements, Streambot actually, sorry, Streambot today in regards to not having to sit there and press everything. It's 13 according to my end, Richie, but thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen who have smacked the like button already. Let's see if we can get to about, let's see if we can get 830 subs today. and then go from there. But again, I thank you all for tuning in. Yeah. Also, Flux, I will I'll also message you on the Dizzy. What do we got? Geordie, how are we? Legend, how are we? I have been using the old GBT today, GPT today, and it's sort of working. I'm probably about 80% through what I'm trying to work out. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes once it's done. Obviously, we chatted about it in the Dizzy, but thank you everybody that's come in thus far. VX, I saw Deep in earlier, Red Storm, Richie, Daniel, Wayne, Geordie, everybody, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, if you want, we can have a bit of a chat on Discord tomorrow. Once I make sure everything works, it's told me there's a couple of little things there that I keep sort of having to what's the word? Having to look. You will see Thursday, Friday. If you pay attention, you'll see there's Thursday, Friday. There's a particular thumbnail that has been used with GBT. I tried my best to try and make it a little bit better, but well, actually, I now got an idea. Actually, I think I'll play around with it. But there is one that has been used through Nano Banana. So yeah, that's been some great fun. Today, Junior. But yeah, I've been playing around with a lot of things today, and it's been good. I feel like I've had a productive day, but at the same time, I don't feel like I've been that productive, if that makes sense. Um, no, I'm talking about this Friday, this Thursday, Friday coming, Geordie. I'm talking about. As you can see by the pinned message, there is no Wednesday stream. I'll put everything up on the big screen. There's no Wednesday stream because we will be going live on Thursday for the 24-hour. I've got one race I got to do to unlock that. But tonight we are probably going to do some race C to start, and then we will head over to race B. That can disappear. So we'll start on race C, and then we'll head across to race B. So yeah, 24-hour will be starting, or the stream will be starting 8 p.m. or standard time, 8 p.m. standard time. And then there's the quali. I'm probably going to sit through fast forward the quali, start P20, and then oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Um, and then that will go through till probably close to 9 o'clock the next night, is what I've roughly worked out. So I think for me, what I've roughly worked out is about 64 laps is what will happen in that time. So looking at the day, I know I'm sure most of you guys have already seen it, but we've got a repeat of a couple of dailies this week. We've got the Mazda Spirit, which was week 2 of this year. We had this one, which look, I think for memory, the the couple of races I did do, it was fun, but not something I'm going to go do again. Yeah, race C, yeah, and that's standard of Yas having the championship track limits. But yeah, 24 hours is going to be kicking off 8 p.m. So I think it's about 6 p.m. your time, Flux, and then yeah, that will go through, and then most of my day anyway will be just prepping, um, going from there. Lago Maggiore, or as I like to call it, Lago Maggi, again, reverse group 4. We have seen this one again this year, which again, boring. Yuan Fest, Group 4, which I sort of expected, especially when we saw Race C, which is obviously our gas Marina, with 12 laps, mediums and softs mandatory, even though it does say no pit stops. Obviously, we're going to do pits because of tires, and then there it is. It's got track limits, championship, and that is the way it is. So we're gonna get into this one. I'm gonna start off in the Genesis, even though I feel like the Genesis is probably nowhere near where it probably should be. PJ, welcome in. Yeah, I'm sort of the same. Red Storm. I sort of enjoy it, but at the same time, it's like it's. I'd rather it the normal way. Thank you very much for the 15 likes so far. But actually, what we might do, looks like it's going to be another R8 992 Fest. F type in there, Huracan. But yeah, what will probably end up happening too is when I do my 24-hour stream, you might see like an extra cable running through. What I'm thinking about doing is on the quieter sections of the stream, I'll probably run some music in my ears so it keeps me sort of alert. Eddie, welcome in, legend. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. Oh, Sammy Snake managed a good time in the Beetle. Yeah, we might give. Oh man, we might give the Genesis a go first, and we'll see how we go. That's a very strong pulpy orange juice. Oh god, which will be good actually for Thursday. What we got? Let's light something up. No, well, the bathroom be lying that way, Wayne, is like 12 steps. It's like 6.5 meters. You better not be staying awake with me, VX. You better not be staying awake with me, mate. There we go, we'll use this guy. Better not be staying awake with me, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll use the Genesis for probably a race or two, and we'll go from there. Oh, there's the first lot of panel. The first lot. Yeah, well, 20 grams will be alright. Oh my god. 20 grams will be alright. It's just part of that dumping of the 20 grams. And I'll get some. Oh my god, can't even get past that corner. Let's do this. Settings, assist settings. Can't even do that. The drive line on. The 20 grams will be right. Thursday, PJ. Hence the pinned message. Turn in a right. Hey, what's it? I turned into a race engineer 3 hours this morning. So you yeah. I'm pretty sure it was on week, wasn't it? Yeah, it's on week. What am I meant to be on? Default? Yeah, that's fair. I go by word of mouth sometimes too. But yeah, this Thursday, 8 p.m. Yeah, but I don't want easy. I want to feel like I'm in a proper car, my dude. See what happens. Really? Huh. Makes sense why I'm very good at braking. Whistle. Oh, what? Really? Monkey, thanks very much. Excuse me. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks very much. Well done too last night on your stream. Whee. It's fair, Daniel. It gets pretty boring. And like I said on Friday too, this is why I hold a Friday league-ish race, just because it sort of breaks away from, you know, doing the whole 3 days of dailies, and I know that can get very boring, especially when we've got a very mediocre lot of races this week. Like, sure, I don't mind Yas, but when it gets to a point where it's not exactly enjoyable. We'll get around just underneath the. What's the go-to tires to start with, too? By the way. Is it mediums, softs? I'm gonna try and get onto the mediums early, and then hit probably what, lap 7. Yeah, you'll always see Mr. VX in my stream, mate, unless he's sick or dead. Oh, how we got a bunch of bees? See, this is what scares me. There's 1, 2, 3. Soft skin lasts 7 if you're a tire whisperer. Whoa, GT Lab. Verissimo, welcome to the pit crew. Thanks very much for subscribing, legend. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of a glitch going on here. Waiting on Mazats. Yeah, a lot of lows, so it could be very scary to see. Let's just reconfirm. Yep, we're on the meds. On the meds. Yeah, that's the thing that's scary when you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top 7 that have C SRs. It's kind of scary. Hey, Feist is in here. Ooh. We'll see how we go with the Genesis. Oh, Maximus as well. Look, possibly. That's the only thing I'm sort of like about. That's why we'll run the I don't even need that. Just get me some barbed wire and we'll... Mark, welcome in, legend. Hope you're well, mates. Hope you're well. We'll start up the back. There will be a new look coming for the Genesis at some point. Tomorrow I'll get on to Mr. Richie Nighthawk's livery. Thank you very much for the 29 of you guys watching here on the tube. And the 3 over on the Twitch. Slowly growing on the Twitch with the viewerships, which is nice. But yeah, I think I might keep that torn middle piece. I do like how that looks. Oh. The only problem with the I find with the Genesis sometimes it gets a bit how you go on the brakes. That's not where I want to be. Might put that up. Not used to driving the Genesis. I guess there really can't be much change in... Did the notification to the screen change when we went to 21 likes? Just testing something out. Did it? I didn't see anything. Nah, I fixed it. So it did go off. I did something right today then. I did something right today. Yeah, that took me, I'm probably going to say, going through the old chat GBT helped fix that, so I didn't have to set everything up by pressing buttons every time. Yeah, I went in and fixed it. That's why. I went in and fixed it. And I also adjusted the two outer fireworks. Okay, cool. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, Monkey, if you're still there, how much did you end up raising in your stream last night? Good to see Botrix work, but I sort of expected Botrix to drop the link when I listed the stream. So from Wednesday afternoon, you will see the scheduled first stream. Damn, that's huge. $645 is huge. US though, but it's still big. It's almost $1,000, isn't it? And I've got to sort of work out what we're going to do for when we hit 40 likes. Because once we wow, that's huge, man. That is huge. Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on that. Yeah, well, Stream Elements was meant to do, Carlbot was meant to do it, sorry, as well, but he decided that all my links are actually Budley Stoners, who's a follower of the channel. I should probably pay more attention a little bit on the racing than chat for the next couple of minutes. Yeah, I already did that. I was just having a look at it before we hopped on. And then I know Flux set up in his... dropped my link in his channel. Greatly appreciated. Okay, we worked out that the Genesis is not the car. Thank you very much for the race luck. Oh, actually, that gives me an idea. Looks like someone's gone into a wall up ahead. Question is, do we just jump into the 992, or do we jump into like the Beetle or the R8? So yeah, probably. Oh, actually, I might do a 12. We'll do a 12 or 24 hours before. I think I might do a 12 hours. Until it is. Okay, we're managed a 58.7, which is not exactly the quickest time around here. I wish you could see the person in front of you's quickest lap, so you can sort of work out how much you're gaining on them. Just that particular little bit. Yeah, Flux, I've actually been thinking, instead of having an overlay, I have thought about doing an overlay though. Also have it come up in chat as well for each time I edit. So it'll just be a little animation and then... seconds. Yeah. Monza's a very boring track. You don't really need to do too much to keep focus. You lose focus on that track really quickly. This should have been done at night time, this track. Not during the day. You got one of the best looking, aesthetically pleasing tracks at night, and you want to keep using it as a day. Yeah, I'm gonna have it set up as both, so it'll be a little image that pops up when I crash, and then every time I do crash over particular speeds, it will say a different message. I was talking to the old GBT today about it. Yeah, I just don't know why. Is there like a... is there like a fee that Polyphony have to pay to race it at night? Or use it at night? That's what I don't understand. But how did you find the 6-hour Wessel? I saw you were actually in a pretty good group. I'm hoping 2 or 3 people leave, to be fair. That's not too bad, especially after 6 hours of Monza. And Monza isn't exactly the most exciting track. Because when you really break it down, it goes straight, large hairpin, chicane, chicane, straight. There's definitely some quick drivers out there, that's for sure. I was watching a bit of Farouk's stream because he was in, I think, your Bobby Wurzel, and there seems to be some very quick drivers there. Tire changing here must be very quick. Yeah, I watched it. He was quite annoyed at himself. But thank you very much for the 25 likes. Greatly appreciated. Yes, I think the likes of Le Mans, and Monza, anything that is sort of 6 hours sort of becomes that's a terrible entry. Become very ridiculous in how boring they can be. Don't understand this, right? The duration was you might as well say 5.5, but this has got to be the quickest in out of any pits of a real life track. Get out of that line. See what we can achieve. Yeah, that's got to be the quickest real life track. Bathurst, you've got, or Mount Panorama, you've got like a 45-second pit exchange. That was like 26 seconds. Geez, Moondog's 555 is yet to be broken, and he's on the softs. Yeah, and I feel it being super quick. You would be, you know, doing, what was it, like 2 minutes a lap. I'm not a, people go, oh, Monza's a great track. I think Monza and Red Bull Ring are some of the most boring real life tracks that they're out there. Yeah, that's not exactly you'd be struggling to even get that out in a out of your willy. Oh my god. That's pretty quick. Look, I'm sorry to say it, VX, but your Genesis is an interesting one, especially for here. I don't think Red Bull Ring is a very exciting track. Geez, even some of the fictional tracks that we have were a bit more exciting. Well, I think the thing is too, like, I had a particular somebody say that I'm a moaner about the game, and I don't think I'm a moaner of the game. I just have expectations, and most weeks that expectation is let down, and you know, when you've got 120 different track combinations you can have, and you get the same 12 tracks on repeat, like, come on. Well, don't get me wrong, there's days where it's great, the weeks where it's great, but like you have 84 Group 3 cars, and you have the same 3 that get used as metas. Not exactly fun. But yeah, don't forget, probably sound like a broken record, don't forget, Thursday, 24 hours, Nürburgring, so that should be fun. Watch me lose my mind in the process. It'll actually be interesting to see how the body reacts as well to the... Yes, that is correct, Monkey. 24-hour stram. So yeah, we'll go from Thursday night, 8 PM, and then we'll probably go through till about 9 PM the following, which will be Friday. So yeah, if you look up, I don't know if you know the Nürburgring 24-hour track, Monkey, but if you actually have a look at that and look at what the duration, like length of that track is, it works out there's about 160 to about 164. Alright, Flux, enjoy, mate. About 100 to 164 laps in that 24 hours I'll be able to achieve. No, there's penalty. Nah, not this week, Wayne. I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord. Nah, no swap, no driver swaps, just me, my butt, this chair. It'll be on the game. There's unfortunately no opportunity for that with Gran Turismo. If it was iRacing, oh yeah, in real life there's three drivers to a team, and even in iRacing there's the ability to driver swap or have a co-driver anyway. But imagine, I feel like going from the Nürburgring into probably into certain Friday Cup action would just be like, huh? Sean, welcome in, legend. I'll get your message shortly. I gotta run, catch the end of the stream. Oh, look, I'm excited and nervous. I'm trying to get some stuff done behind the scenes for the stream. So yeah, we'll see how that all comes along. Oh, just give me all of them. Yeah, I'll take that one as well. Wind down race. Mate, the thing I'm looking forward to is I'm hoping that the wife has a big steak ready for me to eat. Then I'll have a shower. And then I'll go to bed. I do have to go to Audi though and get a couple of protein bars. I had one today and actually quite nice. The Musashi ones are like $2.50. And I was like, $2.50 for $2.50, what's the worst thing that can happen? And actually it wasn't too bad. It was choc peanut. But yeah, real life, there's usually 3 co-drivers. 3 drivers, and then yeah, and I've also managed to find the white monsters, the white monster variants at Audi as well. I've got 4 of them. Screenshot, welcome in. Hope you're well. Yeah, we wore it a couple of weeks ago. Who's a big spender? Storm? I got an OnlyFans as well. Screenshot. Exclamation mark OnlyFans. Oh, this track is unforgiving. Yeah, what was it, about 2-3 weeks ago? It's in the cupboard. Yeah, we definitely have seen that. Nah, it's a cool website. What are you on about? I should pinch that Beavis and Butthead sound for every time that someone uses that, like opens up that link. But thank you very much for the 29 likes on the tube, and 5 of you watching here on the Twitch. But yeah, that's Track Commanders across both platforms, both Twitch and YouTube. Look, I'm fair. I'm sure you should update the points for that, because that's full on. Was it 128 points? I think I got like 9,000 points. This can go. You can go definitely eat a big cactus. But welcome in, Richie. I'm surprised nobody left. Like, I'm not even cutting that bad. Like, that was terrible. Oh, I might as well take the 2. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. right, let's get into a better car than that. That was not enjoyable. That was just as that felt like I just had a bad Mexican the whole time. Where is it? Look, we're only 40 minutes into this stream, Monkey. Imagine what I'm going to be like 4 hours into the 24-hour. Let's see how this feels. We're on the mediums. Oh yeah, I've done a couple of 6-hour races. Like yeah. I think we did a 100 lapper Mount Panorama last year. Yeah, we all OnlyFans you just got. Yeah, this feels so much better. It feels light. That's the thing in all of it. So we got 829. One more away, then we hit the big 830. And the livery we got on this is the livery we're going to do for or use for our 24-hour. It's got a big 24-hour across the back window. Yeah, that will be fun. And then each scheduled stream on the tube will just roll in, or they call it raid or whatever the YouTube equivalent is into the next one. Kanye South is now down to a D. Mate, get out of here. We've got a few, what have we got? 6 without a proper bingo pens. It's an interesting name. Are you up in the bees again, Richie? Sorry, I didn't see a message. Got jammed in with all the Twitch chat until I looked over at this screen. But yeah, it's definitely gets like that. What we got? R8, 911, Huracan 26. See how we go. Look, if I can get up to like 10, I'll be happy. But yeah, that's the livery. We got a semi-gloss on the back half, gloss on the front, with the yellow highlights, or gold highlights, I should say, sorry. Gold highlights. Let's see what we can catch up to. Starting dead last again. Takasaki taking up all the penalties at the moment. Let's go. Richie, I'll sit into your 922 livery tomorrow. Oh, can't park there, sir. Ricky Bobby, what are you doing out that way, mate? I feel like we've come across Ooh La La before. Must be the weaker Ron. Spinning out like that. Actually, I come across, what was it, GT Sport? What was the previous one to this? GT Sport? At EV Games today, and I was thinking about buying it just for a bit of a, I guess, a change of pace sometimes for some streams. Still a bit of storyline stuff on. We'll see what the comparison's like with the two. Yeah, there'll be half a second there. Slid way out. There it is. Ooh La La, trying to push for positions. I might do the same thing. Go past Mr. Lightning McQueen. As we try and get into slippery right here. Oh, looks like old mate's trying to get second up, 2.5 seconds in total. Oh, is it? That's a bit annoying. Man, it's in such a good spot. Thanks for stopping, Casey. That's what I want to see in the dailies. Like, sure, we've got 12 laps. Anything can happen. Obviously, me writing that message left us a big pocket up ahead. He's running clean until then. We got up to what, 8? Flag. Ricky Bobby again. I guess if you're not first, you're last. That's where Ricky Bobby is. Surely we've got one more out there for a like on the tube. Making it for the 30. So another one that's... What's going on here? Was. It's crazy to me too. When you think about this track, right? It's very full on. Far out, buddy. Jesus. Cut back like that. Oh, FAFO. He's like, bro, we're battling for 12th, then you want to sit there like an absolute terrible driver. 31 likes. Thank you so very much. Did it go off? I didn't see it go off. I didn't see it go off. Let me know if it went off. Sort of expected him to jump, but he's got half a second. We're up to ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Yeah, if it did, I missed it too. You guys were saying that 20 worked, and I saw that 10 worked. Because for some weird reason, you guys really enjoyed smashing that like button before I even got on. There must be something. Must be something about the streams that I do. You guys are impressed with. To be smacking the like button like that. I feel like I need to spend some actual time on this track. Get another half a second for that corner. Because these limits are ridiculous. Maybe not. We'll definitely hit the end of this lap. Ricky Bobby's got half a second as well, that's okay. Even with that half a second, we're still blue, but it's not going to matter. Oh, almost did it again, like our previous one. My water. There. Oh. Yeah, I didn't see it pop up, so I wasn't sure. Definitely one thing I do enjoy about Gran Turismo 7 is the livery creation. Though you can lose. Bro, are we serious right now? Aussie Bug, welcome in, legends. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. We've got a few legends in tonight. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yes, that's awesome, Daniel. That's what I want to hear. So everything I've done has worked. Which I'm happy about. Oh. Now we might have to hold that, but I'll take it. Good to hear, Aussie. Good to hear. Oh, there's half a second. I just wish we had a little bit of leniency with the track limits on here, because it just becomes a bit too much. It's like it's Group 3 for God's sake, and this is what we're getting. It's the most over the top championship track limits for what God knows what reason. Welcome to the Porsche Cup. It's pretty much what the majority of it is. Ah, yes. These two must have battled. Cryptic took half a second. It looked pretty nasty the way he did take that out of the corner. We're gonna play with him. We're gonna push him up a bit. Don't be moving, buddy. I'm just gonna push you. Just gonna push you. Just gonna push you. And then I'm gonna go. So I wouldn't take. I'd rather push and get someone up higher, or bump draft and get someone up a bit higher. So when they do take that penalty, they're able to stay with the pack. See what time we can get. Have someone going in for tyres. Another position gained. Oh, Ricky Bobby's doing fuel as well. Oh, we just took the fastest lap. Huh? How did we achieve that? I'm so confused. Imagine what would happen if we didn't bump draft. Someone telling Mystic to slow down. Sure, he's up ahead, but he hasn't dropped the fastest lap. I was watching Sparks earlier, first couple of laps are funny. The drunk penalty guy needs to make a comeback. I'll have to go back and watch his stream for her then. Yeah, I don't even know how he managed that red storm. It was like fastest lap, boom. I was like, what? Sure. I guess we'll take it. Oh, Ronnie's gone again at that corner. This track is not for him. As we move up into P9. Oh, that's a bit brutal. Wasn't even that bad of a corner. Oh, actually, I think I have seen it. I'll have to have a look. Got me intrigued now. I'm hoping Ulala's got a penalty, which unfortunately he doesn't. Oh, sort of understood that was coming. Cryptic. I'm happy with a P9, that's for sure. Especially when we started P15. I also know we can get better. Has anybody actually used the Beetle in a race? Oh no! Too wide. Oh, someone taking my fastest lap. See what we can get. Purple, red, purple, red, purple, red, red. It's not very quick in the straights in this race, Daniel. Not very quick at all. Okay, we've got one more. Oh, these tires are pretty pretty average. At least they wear pretty evenly on in the Porsche. Oh, gotta say something's missing from the overlays. And I worked out what it is. There it is. Oh, looks like someone's trying to take someone out of bed. Okay, I need to probably come in lap 7 on the softs. Maybe lap 7 for the softs? Medium to softs? Oh, I see what you've been doing there with the app flux. Too deep. Oh, someone's taking prison time. Cryptic. She probably wouldn't be too bad on the tyres with the RZ. Geez, some people are quick around here. That is for sure. Wow. Chu was in the RS01 and managed the fastest lap. I'll take that. I'll take points from the higher drivers. Excuse me. Don't know if we get points, but we'll see. This race is going to make me angry this week. Look, I don't think there's any real big... Oh, I lost the R. Ouch. I don't think there's any... I think the only thing that's going to make you angry is the penalty system. That's probably the only big issue. That's the only big issue. How much time have we got? Might be able to sneak in a lap, maybe. We'll see. I'll have to have a look at it. Probably not going to give me a time. No. I just want like an extra like 30 seconds, so I can at least do a lap. Yeah, drop it in the Discord in the other things section. Yeah, because they're a lot quicker and they're not such a DR. That's just how it is, though. You know, when you got these longer races that are copy and paste every week, it gets very boring, and that's why people go to race B. And I'm pretty sure Kizzy did a video recently talking about the state of Gran Turismo and the daily races, and how many actual people go to B over C. See, if I had an extra 30 seconds, I would have been able to manage the lap time. Still had like another 20 seconds until that lap had finished. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 without a time. Yeah, there's just way too many issues with their dailies. And, you know, like I've said before, and I'm pretty sure I said it in like I've said before, we need a variety. We need to, you know, give us like what I refer to as the old Call of Duty days, where you have the two maps choices, but you just give us a fixed lobby of Group 3 or Group 4. You know, still run your A, B, C, but add a D and add an E. D for dirt, E for endurance, where your endurance lobby is an hour and a half, or an hour and 15. And then you've all got to do a quali. You've all got cars. There's all bops. There's not a particular meta for that particular race. And then your D races are your dirt, snow, and the drivers get to decide on what they're picking. Whether we do a dirt this one, or a snow the next one, or you do multiple snow races or something. Because there'll be people out there that enjoy a bit of dirt racing, and unfortunately we see it once in a blue moon. But you know, even if it ended up being one of these things where you even have like a drift contest for 30 minutes, but you'd also find a lot of drift communities in the paddock as well. A lot of showcases in the paddock, which is kind of cool. I think Gran Turismo also needs to sort of move away from being a sole online single player game, because you look at the likes of Forza Horizon and some of the things that you can achieve there. I guess the other thing too that's Legends. The other thing that's probably missing too is the ability to just make rooms where it's a 40-car lobby. Even dailies, you know, need to be 25 at a minimum, or 20 at a minimum, because there's just no possibility of, or you can run your custom lobbies with multi-class and all these other cool things. But yeah, there's a lot that needs to happen. Like, I don't care for the next update. I don't care for a Toyota Chaser. Like, sure, they dropped a teaser for the RX Vision GT, and it's just like, until that's actually a car on the track, I don't care for it. I saw a comment on Instagram the other day saying that Gran Turismo's finished to watch the game. It's just like, hang on a minute, why? Because it does updates for a game that's 4 years old. What do you call iRacing then? It's 20 years old, still gets updates. Visually is not, you know, too appealing, but it sort of is what it is. Yeah, but even still, like, I understand that there's you know, back lobbying sort of stuff, but you can also, there's also a thing called coding that they spend their time doing. And there's so much that can be achieved, but I don't think Kaz really wants to listen to the racing community or the sports community. I think that's the big thing. Nobody's listening to the sports community. Trying to work out when that guy was going to make a mistake. We got Mazda back in. I'll get to the message in a minute, mate. Oh, jeez, the Jag just gets up and pony. No, it's the Aston. It's got some pony rows. Should a stream shot for... Oh man, I would be drunk within 3 shots, mate. Be messy for a lot of people. Kazan 77 will be kicking himself on that one. Biggest dive bomb, took up probably a second and a half. But this Aston Martin gets up and boogies pretty well out of corners. Jesus, 56.5. I mean, we're definitely on the softs. I don't think we had that low, mate. It was all World Cups series stuff. To pay attention to the chat just a little bit more. There's half a second shortly coming up. As you probably before children. There's always something before children, isn't it? Thanks for the 33 likes, legends. Appreciate you. The fact that old mate thought he could take that dive bomb far out. I never understand why people push really hard when they got half a second penalty. And then you watch him in the rear vision mirror on the radar and they just go, ooh. Jeez, that every time I come around that corner, I feel like that shadow on the wall is the car just parked up. French wench, welcome in, legends. Did someone order a sub? What sort of sub are we talking? 6-inch, 12 inches or foot long, meatball, BLT, chicken teriyaki, what are we talking? Welcome in, welcome in. It's definitely a mouthful to say that. Wrench, wench, that's like, just screws me hard. We'll do one more race here after this, and then we'll head across to B. Playing BMT. Ooh, nice. Good choice. Good choice. I'm going to say that someone's a bit behind on the subscriber front, unless someone unsubbed. And you're still the 289. Piper's going in. Oh, we've got 2, 3 in the pits. Thanks for the Legos. Or should I call you Jamie? Yeah, that's a huge effort. If you did a 200 lapper and then a 6-hour G-Tech, that's off to you. Far out. Okay, do we pit the end of this lap or do we pit one more? That is the question. The question. Suzuka's a good track. Yeah, that Alpha just out of the corners. Aston, sorry, out of the corners. Underrated. Oh, welcome back, Sean. Yeah, it'd be on his the GTech website, Sean. Yeah, S&P will actually give sparks. Pit entry time is shorter. Yeah, definitely. I would have. Nah, I'm not in it. The timing for it is a bit off-putting for me because obviously the difference between the Australian and England time zone. So I know Vex is very much into it, but yeah, I don't want to be finished racing it at 3 AM, especially with two little ones that are already handfuls in the day. I don't think the wife would appreciate it either. Oh, failed that one. Oh, you're in America. I thought you were in England as well. But 7 AM wouldn't be too bad. Finish just after lunch. Got some work to do now. Yeah, I'll see. It'll be interesting to see how. Oh, did I fill up? Silly. Why did I fill up? I thought I said don't fuel. No wonder I was in there for so long. No, I think 7 AM wouldn't be too bad, especially if you're like an early riser anyway. I think that's it too, Vex. When you got older kids, then they can sort of put themselves to bed and semi get up in the morning and look after themselves. It's not too bad. Why you even attempted to cross the line like that? What? I'm driving straight and he just wants to cut me off like that. Actually, I've got to probably have a look at that replay. It might have been my fault. I can't. felt like he was trying to take me out that whole time. But we'll have another look. It's a hard one. I don't know if I do the manufacturer's cup or not. These guys are always going to move a lot quicker with slipstream compared to me. Tom's got a penalty up ahead. I think he still managed to hold position. Let's see what we can do. Holding it. Still 3 laps to go. Too wide. Way too wide. Stuffed it up. So one thing I definitely do like about that first corner and how the car feels through the direct drive wheel is the is just that little ripple strip, anti-ripple strip. Oh really? Interesting. Behind the Aston. I don't think they need to license more tracks. I feel like they should go back through their library and add all the tracks that are fictional. All the fake tracks, not all of them, but some of them, and then give us the option for the 2 different trial mountains. That's a bit rude. Oh, there's many tracks that we definitely need, like Sebring as well. But I also think they should just look at the catalog of tracks that they've built. I think it was a Seattle street circuit one. That would be nice. Apricot Hill. That would be a good one. I don't know about the Phillip Islands, but yeah, I definitely feel like there's a lot of tracks of old that they can bring back to Gran Turismo, and there's There's no need for licensing or any of that. Autumn Ring was another one. Autumn Ring I thought was cool. Good short little track. It was F1 for F1 tracks. It was a 2025, 2026. Like, bring in some actual DTM tracks. That's what I want to see. DTM tracks. Well, they did. There was nothing in that. Because where's Old Mate? Old Mate didn't have it. Similar line to me. Far out. Road America would be a good one. But yeah, I don't really want. If I wanted F1 tracks, I'd go play Formula One. That was last lap. Touring cars would be good, but yeah, I don't think. I'm not a fan of F1. I'm more a fan of DTM, which is obviously works out with your Group 3 as well. Just hit me, bro. I feel like I'll get half a second for that. Hit the barrier out. There's no point. Ridiculous. I'd probably say Adelaide is probably the biggest one that I see a lot of people want. As for Sydney Motorsport Park, yeah, look, it's useful for the it's useful for like time attack stuff, and like, don't get me wrong, it's good, but I'm not a fan of Motorsport Park. Sydney Motorsport Park. It's annoying. I get pushed up, you know, I go up and I earn I earn DR and all that, or not even. Yeah, I move up 4 position, I still lose DR. That's the thing I don't think is correct with Gran Turismo and its driver rating system. You need to really just like reevaluate that as well. I'm pretty sure that's going to no, it is reading. It is reading. Actually, let's see what we got. I think we've got enough time for this. No, because the run-up is so long. Oh, I just don't. I think it's one of these things. If you move up positions, do you have to swap? Yes. You've got to swap between mediums and softs. But welcome in, Pie Thief. Welcome in. Good to see you. So yeah, obviously mediums or softs you set for your, or wear for your qualifying. And then you can either stay on them, or you can jump onto, stay on your mediums or whatever. But yeah, you definitely have to swap, or you got to do the tire change. It does say nothing, that it doesn't say anything about doing a pit stop, but you, when it says you need these required tires, you definitely know you've got to pit. Otherwise, you cop, I think it's like a 2 minute time penalty. Yeah, still not enough time. There's no way I could punch a 50. I'm not that quick. I'll get your message in a minute, Weasel. Oh, man. No, I do love DR calculations. When you understand it, it's very elegant. But that just indicates your quality time isn't at your potential. Otherwise, quicker guys would start at the back. Yeah, but even still, like, if you're setting a quality time, you're setting a quality time for a reason. You've set a quality time for a reason, and there we go. Look at that. I'm actually in a C ranked lobby again because I'm holding on to C yet again. But I feel like regardless on where, it should be based on where you start, where you finish. And if you've moved up 4 or 5 positions and it's been a clean overtake due to people either being slow, coming out of pits, or you just naturally managed to overtake them because of you're a quicker driver, you should get positive points for that. Just because you start last with no quali and then you finish 10th, 9th, 8th, or whatever. If you go from 15th to 8th, that's 7 positions you've managed to gain. But because you're just outside that points marker of gain, you end up with negative points. It makes 0 sense. That's why I say it needs to be overhauled to a point where it actually, like, if you move up in points, you should get, 10 points per car overtaken. Oh, look, some people will qualify, some people don't want to qualify, but that's just how it is. I just don't think it's it's great to, push from dead last because you haven't had time to put a quali in. Because you think about it, like, I have 2.5 minutes to try and set a quali time. Once I do tires and everything, that's all done. I'm losing time. Hang on, I'll get to your message in a minute. I've got another YouTube channel. You're trying to game the system by start. No, I'm not really, because when you're starting at the back, if you've got no quality time, that's on the driver. I'm not saying that you should be setting a quality time to gain points. I said you should be getting points for overtakes. And if you've gone up 4 or 5 positions, you should still gain points. Okay, going to the qualify. Yeah, but I'm sort of finishing like anywhere between 8 and 10, and it tells me my points are going down. That's what's annoying. No, we got a Singaporean friends in here. Oops, someone's left. Have you said qualified time down the list? I'll get to your messages in a minute. Oh, got a bit of a gap behind us. Oh, connect. Yeah, I've never been able to work out DR. Yes, because you should qualify 8 to 10. That acts as an incentive to miss a race and do a quali. Oh yeah, but also I probably would have, if I had jumped on a tad earlier. If I hopped on a tad earlier and I managed to not cop a penalty when I did my 3 laps earlier, I probably would have said something. Rez, welcome in, legend, over on Twitch. Look, I think the thing that I can't get my head around is, you know, if I don't have a quali time and I manage to move up to 8th, 9th, 10th from last, why am I still copying negative points? I used obviously the 10 points as an example. I'll get to your message in a minute. I'm trying to get out of this group. Stop being a tail end of it. Come on. 2 parts. You gain DR for every car you... Okay. See, that makes no sense. Because if I got 5 cars behind me because I finished P10, then I lose 100 points because I've got 9 cars, no, 90 points because I've got 9 cars in front of me. It should also take into consideration of how much you've actually moved up in that order as well. What's going on up here? Oh. Ooh la la, must have hit someone. He has so much time. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I will take it. But if you're going to go wide like that, give the space. Yeah, it can be very complicated. Like, I think it should be in the top 10 you should gain points. Not, you know, not because you've got this X amount of cars in front of you and X amount of cars behind you. You should also look at, okay, you started P16, you finished P10, we'll also give you points for that. Not just, oh yeah, there's 5 cars behind you and there's 9 cars ahead of you, so you now end up with negative 40 points. I spin out and they give me a track limit warning for that. That's ridiculous. Ah, try not to hit him. Okay, I'll get it too. There it is. Yeah, but I also want to get out of C's and be back up in B's, Sean. I guess that's the big issue in it all. Oh, I don't know how I... Whew. Don't know how I managed to survive that. Yeah, see, that's just retarded, though. It should, like they say, you know, you need this amount of points to get up to A. It's just like, well, why am I versing? Yeah, it should be based off what driver rank you are, not what I am against the other 50,000 people that do the game or race online. I think that's the shit part of it. Oh yeah, I've been in B a couple of times, French. I get probably 7 races in, and then I get chewed up and spat back out down into C. I think once you're sort of that mid B, you're a little bit better. Second up ahead for somebody. As I go. Omu will get one as well. Oh, what happened there? Hold it, hold it. Push Omu up. Yeah, I was in that before when we first started, especially with the SRs. Even SRs are a bit of a joke. Homie just ghosted straight through me then. Bro's connection is terrible. I love how they just pull across your driving line. I'll have a second there for Moto Chihi. I expect the HMM to be on the softs, and there'll be another half second for Moto. We've got two guys going for tyres. We're going to stay out for one more. Alright, just let me pass, please. Again, do we slip? Well, I didn't even know what the slip was for these. Was it good or bad? But thank you very much for the 830 subs. Greatly appreciated. I wonder how many we're going to achieve over the 24-hour period. That's my, I guess, my question. Yeah. When the second and a half come up, I was like, oh, yeah, we know where we're going with this guy. To go. Someone coming out as we come out. Okay, we're 9. Oh wow, a bit of a gap between us and 10th. Alright, Sean. Thank you very much, mate. Take care. We'll see you Thursday, hopefully. Definitely see you Thursday, hopefully. Far out. How far ahead some of these guys are. Yeah, I feel my actually, yeah, I feel my second part of that stream will be probably my quietest. Alright, Wesley, thanks very much, mate. Hopefully see you hopefully see you Thursday. It sounds weird saying Thursday. you're too much of a higher rated driver than me to see me on the track, but we'll see you around, mate. Thanks very much for dropping in. Greatly appreciated. Oh, this dude's connection. I'm scared. Thanks up a second, bro. 1 bar, man. Just drop out. Hurry up, drop out. It was clean getting out of there, though. 4 to go. Well, 3.5 anyway. Okay, he's half second, so that'll be good. And a bit of gap behind us. Well, let's see what we can achieve after that time. Let's go. Actually, I don't know who ahead is actually properly fitted. I think that's the biggest thing. Seeing who's actually fitted. Thank you very much for the current 9 on YouTube and the 36 likes, and then the 3 watching over on Twitch. Oh my god, why does it happen to me? Wasn't even on the throttle. That is a joke. Absolute joke. Lost just a little bit of rotation. Sent into the wall, and it's just like, here's half a second for you. Yeah, thanks, mate. After this, we will go and jump over into race B. We'll do probably three races there. Good, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Geordie. Saving in everybody else's stream. Yeah, there's too many of us at the moment. That's the issue. I think that's the thing. There's definitely a lot of Gran Turismo streamers out there nowadays. It's just about finding the ones that you enjoy watching. Bad luck to him. Oh wow, he actually ended up with no penalty out of that. I thought he went really wide. So there we go. Old man up ahead ended up with a penalty. Oh, it was a big one. It was huge. Must have been huge if we got him down to from 5 to under 2. Oh, there we go. Oh, P5. Let's go. I was happy with P6, but someone obviously picked the wrong tyres. Actually, I've raced against this guy a couple of times and he's done that, where he's put the wrong tyres. But it is what it is. Hope your weekend was well, Geordie. Ah, he's left. He left. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's head to see what Lago Maggiore has to offer. What is the meta car? Oh, the 4C. Okay. Okay. Where is it? Do I have it here? Oh, no, I got one. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I don't think we've got enough time to, excuse me. I don't think we've got enough time to... Edward? How are we, legend? Name change yet again. Why? What? You just getting smacked by everybody, are you, Richie? Yeah, they're definitely definitely bad. Definitely bad. But look, I'm not doing too bad, mate. I'm getting excited for Thursday's 24-hour. I do need to sit in and I do need to sit in and do one more race. I should probably go back and do the one I came fifth in. Excuse me. And see how we go with that. But apart from that, yeah, not doing. You got the heater on as well. Yeah, I'll probably feel like I gotta put my little neck fan on. To be fair, it's getting a bit warm. Yeah, what's the time? 10:30. Should be. You probably get two races in. Two races in, and then we'll call it a day. So we've got 4 in here that don't have, or 3 others that are 3 others that have not done any. I've got Ooh La La in here again. 3 that haven't done a time. So yeah, it's all about just moving it up the ranks here. Yeah, you definitely will be sweating your bum off. I'm trying to work out what to do when it comes sort of that 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning situation for the 24-hour. It's cold in the morning. I'll definitely be putting my curtain down, or that curtain down. It's all about actually probably till mid-afternoon, and then I'll pull it up, and then that one will go down till the evening. Let's see how we go. I made in P1 206. Look at this. We already start. This is the problem with rolling starts. We already start 15 seconds behind P1, especially when you're dead last. Let's see what we can achieve. Let's see what we can achieve. Oh yeah, great spot. Oh, 2 already called it a day. I'll take that. So we've got 4 laps here. Yeah, what happened there? Much stick. Then we lift off. I should probably turn the racing line off now. Thanks. Oh, Jesus, we're up to the 38, almost at the 40. I feel like that we need to just ignore the 10 and go straight to the 40s for the likes. I feel like the Alpha is sort of the car. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Yeah, definitely feel like the 24 hours definitely gonna test me, that is for sure. It's all about thinking about having a a nap at like 2 o'clock. Till about 4. Then go get the boys, sort them out. Obviously, streaming, everything for the stream will be set anyway. So it's all just about I did it again. Could have just bumped me, but sure. Guess some people just don't know how to bump. Yeah. Get up, get the boys, get them all sorted. And then, yeah, 8 o'clock, get everything going. Oh my god. Dead. This part of the track reverse. Joke. Well, this has not been ideal, I guess. Sally, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Geez, even with a big spin out, we're only a second and a half off our original first lap time. How the 4C is the quickest here, beyond me. Nice, let's go. Congratulations on that. Far out, I made up in B1, he's gone. So what's that also mean now for you from that event? What ends up happening? Oh, that's good. Well, I think you're talking about getting a wheel. So you won one instead. Now good. Definitely think probably using the Citroen might be the way to go. Definitely are. See the 39 there. I'm actually happy that everything's kicked off correctly tonight. So I don't have to sit there and try and tag everything. I'll have to go back through the stream and have a look, make sure everything kicked off correctly. So if that's all done, just need to work out a 40 bang. Makes you wonder if how you're gonna leave the room when you've already finished the race. But that was terrible. Yeah, get me out of here. I'm not even gonna bother saving this. Get me back into it. There we go. 40 bang. Thank you very much, everybody, for... It's not working now because I programmed it differently. Oh, that's a bit annoying. 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll probably make this our last one then. But thank you very much for the 40. Appreciate you guys. Definitely need to work out a one for the 40 because we do hit the 40 quite often. It's probably the only thing I do enjoy about the Citroen. Refresh. Are you able to tell me how many subscribers I got to? Is it 830 or 831? Yeah, I do have the like bar in a very odd place. I just didn't really want to make it too big. Too big and it'd be in the way. Yeah, Roger, thank you very much. I know I can see the bar, but I feel like a couple of people came in earlier and subscribed and then unsubscribed. That's cool. I was after the 2 to make it 830, and we've done it. So thank you everybody for that. That means we've got 170 to go till the big 1000. I wonder how many we'll gain out of the 24-hour on Thursday, Friday. Interesting, the racing line sends you sort of to the middle and then out to the... Yeah, I did see the new update coming. Not really a fan for it. Even the same with the, I guess, the teaser for the RX Vision GT3. But give us something a little bit better than that. Like maybe the Mustang GTD, GT3, or something a little bit more appropriate. Or 24-hour Nürburg, Twingo. Yeah, there's a couple of cool things that could have happened. Look, I'm happy with this. Yeah, I don't think any of the EVs were necessary. What they should have added in was the more tracks. Yeah, like they don't even need to scan real tracks. They've got so many tracks from the past that they could use and re-put, like Autumn Ring or the old Trial Mountain. There's so much they can add, but they decided that a bunch of old Toyotas that are more drift cars than anything else are what's part of the update, and a bunch of EVs that nobody's actually really going to use. In the wall. Hit it way too hard. Lost so much time. Yeah, Monte Carlo. I think anything real life, there's a lot more to it than just scan a track and off you go. But you know, I feel if you do the older GT tracks that, you know, haven't really seen the day, haven't really seen too much of I guess track time, if that's what you want to call it. It's definitely one of those things where, you know, I'd prefer to race on an older track. Yeah, and I think that's the other big thing too, is there is a lot more. Ooh, how close am I actually sitting back in my top 10? Two spots. And that's a big jump. And that's the thing. We've got so many tracks now in Australia that can be like copied and everything, but I just don't know. I just don't know if people. I would say people will appreciate it. That's not what the I think the problem is with Polyphony and GT7 is it's focused too much at the consumer, who just want to do you know, a track that they enjoy with their car that's the same as in the one in their garage, and then sort of allow them to do that. Where you've got people like probably myself, both yourself and Sally, who do the sports mode, but we're like 5% of that 100% that actually play Gran Turismo. And you know, you look at it and they say there's 2 million monthly 2 million monthly users, but then if you look at, you know, the last page of all the dailies, it varies from 25 to 60,000 people. So if you go off the highest, 2 million monthly users and 60,000 sports users, we are not going to really see too much in the way of 206 is an A plus driver. You know, we're not going to see too much of what we say be utilized. And unfortunately, someone's hit the unlike, which is greatly appreciated. But yeah. Oh, look, old Suzuka, or I have no idea what he said. You know, old Suzuka or you know, whatever else that's out there that's been used before. That doesn't get seen track time. Oh, I said fast qualifying times. Welcome back, Pi. Unless you've been liking, and thank you very much for the like. If you had any pie that you could thieve, which one would it be? I think mine would be steak and mushroom. That would be my pick. Steak and the mushroom. Oh, look, it happens. The other one that happens quite a lot too here is the old come in, comment, and unsubscribe. The only reason why I have that set at this current time is to sort of push the channel to the 1,000 subs. Ooh, mince and cheese. I take it you're not Australian? You're from, I say, the UK. Am I correct? I do apologise if I am incorrect. Oh, kiddo. Put in the dirt. What's he in? Corvette. New Zealand. Ah, yeah, mince, yeah. Because you guys don't call it steak, you call it mince. Especially when it comes to a pie. Some quality pies in New Zealand. That is for sure. I also think your McDonald's is better than Australia as well. I think your meat's just a lot better tasting than the Australian meats. And mind you, the last time I did try a quarter pounder from New Zealand was 2013, so I'm well overdue for another one. Another trip to the New Zealand's. Why you would try and overtake on that corner is ridiculous. There was no need for it. Like, just hold up. Battle of the Alphas. I don't want to get caught up in it. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. How'd you go with your penalties? It is pretty tight. I've still got the driving line on from when we were there. Oh, that's good. One's better than 6. Better than 6. That's right, that bar's full, so that's why it's white. Fair. Oh, it's back to gold. Oh, the seat upgrade's not for a little while. I want to get 3D printer first before we upgrade the seat. Okay, the seat's comfy. Definitely comfy. But yeah, the seat's a mile off. Yeah. And then once I go back to work, I can sort of put a little bit of money away. And I already told the wife that I want to get one. She's like, yeah, that's cool. So once we sort out some bills, I'll get the printer I want, and then I should probably get one of my iPads fixed. Then I can get back into doing stuff on the go. Making stuff on the go. Or design stuff anyway, but I notice there's a lot of AI stuff you can sort of create and it gets spliced, so that might come down to something as well. Quite a few things. I want to create like a proper dash for the setup, and then I want to sort of make it when I stream and feel a bit more immersive, especially when it comes to like Gran Turismo. So yeah, I've got some plans for that. I also know that there's a lot of things to a lot of things cost money and time. So once all that, once I guess the money comes into it, it's just a matter of time and printing, and it's more for the, it's also for the boys too, because at their age where they sort of understand what's going on, and then I can sort of make them all those fidgety sort of toys, like, you know, the Slinky Dragons, or make like a dinosaur one, or a dinosaur or something. So yeah, I think the biggest one is I want to make like a dash for the TR80. Oh, here he is, the guy that sent me into the abyss. Do I send him? Do I send him? Nah. So yeah, I just want, it just looks a little bit more cleaner than just looking at just the TR80 rig. I can sort of like mount it sort of almost to the TV. And I can probably more angle my Stream Deck, that sort of stuff. What do you mean? And it also means too that if you guys want stuff made, I can sit there and I can sit there, you know, you guys can say, hey, I want something like this made, give you a price, and then send it off. It also means that it's another service I can add to all of this. But yeah, the biggest one I want to do first is the dash. Sort of mold everything, just so everything feels a bit more race car-y than anything else. Well, P10, it's not a bad recovery from last. We'll do one. Was that our first or second? That was our second. We'll do one more. No, we still got a little while. There probably is. Probably is a delay. But yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll call it, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, there's quite a lot of things I want to do, Richie. But yeah, the biggest one is just sort of, I guess, mold. It sort of sits a little bit. I've even been thinking about sort of getting like a magnifying glass, so then it sits. You know how you sort of look at something and you put a glass on it, and then it magnifies a bit larger on another screen. Sort of do that, so it sits more like a proper dash. So it sits like on the TV, but then magnifies it a bit better. And then it means too that my fans I can actually program correctly, and then also put little vents on them so I can adjust where I want them to blow, and get bigger fans than what I've got. Like, they do the job, but also want, you know, run like 2 or 3 others. One definitely in the old crutch area. Yeah, it's all just about just taking time and taking its time and making it feel as good as possible. I don't know whether to get a. I thought I got to get like a lot more length cable so I can sort of move my desk over there, and then over that way back on that wall, and then I can completely widen this, almost like running triples. But I don't really. It's not going to be running triples. It's going to be more running 2 screens like I am now, lifting them up a bit more, and then I can then start doing a roof and doing all the cool things, so it actually feels like I'm in a race car when I hop into it. What do we got? What do we got? I wanted a. But yeah, that's all going to come with time. All come with time. Come on, surely someone in the top 500 here has got a time. A video. Okay. Oh, there we go. Fury's always got one. Thanks very much for the 42 likes. Sheesh. Alright, let's see what we got. Just over 4 minutes. No, that's good. I don't even run I don't run an audio mixer. I should, but I've just filtered everything through OBS. I've looked at getting an audio mixer because I would really love to use my AT 2040. It looks like it. Oh wow! Talk about corner cut. Jeez, I didn't realize you could cut it like that. Oh, Geordie might be lurking. But it does say there's 8 in chat at the moment. Or concurrent viewers anyway. It'll be interesting to see what the 24-hour brings in the way of grades and watch times and everything. Definitely a quicker time out. Was. How much more time we actually cut off. Oh, so close. Sadly, we don't have enough time. If I didn't spin like that, we would have been into the. I reckon we would have snuck into the 10s. But yeah, I've got a few ideas with where I want to take the setup. I want to take the stream. But I just don't want to be like, you know, everybody else and just it be me. You see a wall. You know, you might see some steering wheels or some shelving or a sign or, you know, or whatever. Like, it's definitely one of those things where I wanted, you know, you guys to sort of jump in, and ideally I'd like to try and do like almost like a third person view once that's all set up. And if I'm out of the seat, you guys can look at it as a BRB screen sort of thing, or unless you guys find it enjoyable to look at the back of my head. Epic, Richie. Epic. You know, I've thought about doing something like that where it's a setup sort of cam, but at the same time, you guys really just looking at me more than anything else. The only reason why there's been no foot cam is because I've been, you know, I've sorted out, cleaned up a heap of cables, and then just never put it back in or scheduled it back in. but it will be returning for the 24-hour. I'll be setting it up on another stand so you guys can see me actually do my squats and my push-ups and whatever else I plan on doing. No, look, I think it's most people's setups, but if you're on Instagram, look up third wheel exclusive. I think his name is. Third wheel exclusive. His setup is probably what I would class as a man's dream. Obviously, he doesn't have motion rig or anything, but he's getting there. He's gained a mass following over the last couple of months. Like, I still feel like my steering wheel should probably be up a little bit higher, but it's like really the highest I can get this arm. Well, actually, can I? I can get up a little bit higher, but I don't want it to impede with the TV. I could probably push it back a little bit. No, I can't. Yes, I can. A little bit. Maybe next week we'll play around with it. My last race for the night. See how we go. Hopefully we don't get taken out by this Cozzy guy at the front. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just trying to understand how to get the cars moving in the cars moving in Gran Turismo. Wow, cutting that corner like that gave me so much more room. Yeah, I think once you sort of get like a rig and you tune the rig in and you sort of dial everything in and like where like a handbrake should be, it's definitely a great feeling. Like, I still know there's massive improvements coming for this in the way of seats and all of those other good things. Like, should I probably just got the normal comfy looking track racer seat when I got this rig? Yeah. But at the same time, I want something that's easy to get in and out of. And this is easy to get in and out of. For the moment. didn't take that very well. But avoid going out wide like that. Maybe the 4C, when you've actually got some space, isn't too bad of a car. Box. You're the one with the crowns, mate. Not me. You guys coming in and watching me race. Let's see what this knucklehead wants to do. Give him space. Very wide. Yeah, I need to add more, but the problem is we need to have a certain number of members so we can unlock more. I'll have to have a look at how many we need. We actually don't do too bad, to be honest. I think on average we average about 16 members a month, so I want to add some more. I'm just trying to work out what to add. Oh, I feel like that may be half a second. Trying to get the viewers to be in a bit more, I guess the viewership to be a bit better, so there'll be like chat commands and whatnot you can use. Like, I know there's basic ones at the moment, but when it comes to you know, someone hits me, like obviously the last race, you guys can do a chat command and obviously put a cooldown on it. And then if something happens, it comes up with a GIF or a clip of some kind. Like, for example, you know, you use that Daddy Chill one and he's just like, what the hell was even that? Especially when we get hit. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff lurking in behind the scenes. I spent some of today trying to program for the 24-hour. So there's a like a crash counter for how many times I crash. So that's been fun to sort of sit in program. Probably about 80% through it. And then every time I crash, the telly comes into the chat with a little laughing comment. So like anything under 60 Ks is like a oops, my bad. Anything over like 200 Ks, 250 Ks was just like I left the earth. like has crashed X amount of times. But yeah, that should be. Hopefully, I can get that working. I've got 2.5 whole days to look at that. And then what I can do is I can then zip it all up and then give it to you guys who want to stream and have something like that as well. So yeah, there's heaps of things I'm working on. So P5, not bad. Not bad at all. I think we started, what, P6? We just got past Cosy and then lost everybody else. But look, it helps to get that up. Thanks very much for 15 watching at the moment here on the tube. And then there's the measly two over on... Oh, Clean Race Brand is cool. Over on the Twitch. Pretty sure they're just likers. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. I was muted because I coughed and I pressed mute. So yeah, talking about Thursday. Obviously, a 24-hour stream. We will be using this 992 with its freshly done livery for the Mick Go Silent. I think a lot of you guys enjoy that. Hence the Porsche on the back, or the Porsche Nürburgring on the back. But yeah, we will be kicking off 8 o'clock. So be sure to tune in for that. Tell Sammy Snake that everybody's coming to watch me. I guess that's the end of that. Thank you, everybody, once again for coming and watching the stream. Yeah, thanks very much, everybody. But yeah, we'll be kicking off at 8 o'clock. Obviously, then there'll be a couple of minutes worth of just sit here, talk about, be excited, and then get into the race. Probably we'll get into the power pack, and then there'll be obviously the what do they call it, free run or practice. Then there'll be qualifying. I don't know whether to do qualifying or not. Kiwi Dance, welcome in, mate. and it's not monster fueled, mate. It will be white. Was it? No, it's not white. It'll be flying power. Thank you very much, mate. Legend, Geordie. It'll be flying power. I got a 4-pack in the fridge from Audi. I only need 2 of them for the whole. I'll drink 2 of them for the whole stream. But yeah, so racing probably won't kick off until 8:30, 8:40. Once we sort of have a chat, I'll show you guys my snacks, and then we'll get into it. I do need to set up my stream deck so I can adjust this light as it gets darker in the race. Flying power is Audi, the Audi variant. I don't think you guys get it in. I don't think you guys get Audi in New Zealand, do you? ALDI, Aldi, Aldi. So yeah, and then each stream segment is cut up into 6 hours. So obviously there'll be this one, then it goes into a twilight, then it goes into nighttime, and then it'll be like a morning one pushing us through till the end. So I got to get in. I got to take a couple of photos of myself. Um, get those done, and then probably yeah. I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Frank, welcome in, legend. Ah, damn, that's annoying. I'll send you a photo on PSN. Do you have the PSN app on your phone? All the ingredients and how it tastes is pretty much identical to the white monster, which is perfect. It's 100 and what I think it's 170 milligrams of caffeine, has all the taurine, has all those goodies going off. But yeah, that will be pretty much the go-to drink of choice. I've got to buy a couple of mini packs of water. I'm not running downstairs and refilling one of these bad boys. I've also got a juice for my creatine. I'm gonna get a juice for my creatine load at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, apart from that, just gotta get some snacks. Have a big fat steak before we race. Toilet break as well. There will be no pausing. There will be no pausing at all. It will be just get in, get it done. I know I'm going to hit a wall pretty hard. So, whoa, here we go. Frantic, welcome into the Pit Crew Legend. Thanks very much for subscribing, aka Torture GT. I know I've already been speaking to Hoggy because I asked Hoggy how he did how he sort of programmed his streams for 24 hours. I'm going to do one better. I'm going to cut it in half and I'm going to eat it with a spoon. Kiwi Dad, eating with a spoon, and I might get myself a napkin just to put it in the in the shirt. I'll eat it the right way for you, for just for you, Kiwi Dad. That'll be $10. But yeah, I know Hoggy said he's going to come in. I don't know about Sammy. I know Sammy does Sammy things. Sparks, I'm pretty sure he'll be working, but it'll be great if I can get the legends in. That would be great. But yeah, the goal really over the 24 hour is to try and push this number right here as close to the 1,000 mark as possible. So we're 169 away. So as close as we can get this to the 1,024 hours, the better. But yeah, that's all done. That's all dusted. I will set up the scheduled stream. Well, you'll see the first scheduled thumbnail that will be kicking off probably 9-10 o'clock on the Thursday. So you'll see it sit there scheduled for 12 hours, and then I'll obviously pre-schedule all the other ones, which will just then raid into each of my streams. But I'm excited for it. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I know there's probably I'm gonna definitely hit a wall. So what you can sort of see here with my headset is I'll probably run on this side. I'll run another headphone, and then that will be I might play some music in my ear to try and keep me keep me going. But yeah, that is done and dusted. Looking at sort of how that looks as well. So we'll go from 8 till 2, and then 2 till 8. Then it'll be 8 till 2, and then 2 till well, pretty much once the stream finishes. So that's good, mate. That's good. But anyway, thank everybody for tuning in. Budley coming in just before we're getting off. Everybody's coming in just before we're getting off. But 45 likes is huge. Again, I appreciate it. I will have to go back and make sure those what I've done today actually work. So that's 10, 20, 30. This like bar here, I'm going to set to 100 likes to see if we can get it to 100 likes for the 24 hour, and really go from there. Probably should fix that as well. But yeah, again, I thank you all for tuning in. I'll thank those that subscribed tonight. So we managed to break the goal in both likes and the subs. So we're now at 831. Obviously, we've hit 45 out of the 40 likes. Wild. But yeah, wherever you are in the world, have a good morning, have a good day, have a good night. And until next time, actually, Budley, you only came for the best part of the stream, mate. That's what you did. You only came for the best part of the stream. I know what you're doing. But yeah, wherever you are in this world, have a good morning, have a good day, have a good night. Stay safe and peace.
Yeah. 14 time. Helmets off. Race damage in the side. Lights dim. You were right here, right in every turn we battle. Thank you for watching me go racing. Hey, hit that subscribe. Keep the engine blazing. Same time, same place, same time, same place. See you legends again next time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One final lap before we sign out. Oh yeah, yeah. Drop a little comment. See you again, I will miss you. Okay. Thank you for watching me go racing. Hit that subscribe. Keep the engine blazing. Same time, same place, same time, same place. See you next time. Same time, same place, same time, same place. See you again next time. Let it try. Oh yeah.
Bye, have a great time.